guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are doing a build, of course, but before we get started with that, I want to say a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. So if you don't know what Skillshare is, I love Skillshare so much. It is an online learning community that has thousands of classes for curious and creative people. So that means on Skillshare you can explore your creativity, maybe discover new skills, or perhaps you can improve the ones that you already have. They offer classes in, for example, video editing, but also a lot of the different Adobe programs such as Photoshop. There's also classes in interior design, productivity, creative writing, how to make a career out of your creativity, and a lot of other classes. A class that I am enjoying right now and also finding super helpful as both a Sims builder, but also as someone who's decorating her own home, is Style Your Space: Creative Tips and Techniques for Interior Design by Emily Henderson. I didn't actually know her before, but apparently she's had her own TV show, and I find her super cool, very informative when it comes to different styles and such, and I'm thoroughly enjoying the class. Since Skillshare is made for learning, there are no ads to interrupt you while you're taking a class, and they're continuously launching new premium classes, so there's always something new to learn and explore, and you can get the annual subscription for just $10 a month. Plus, Skillshare have been so generous to give the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description a free trial so you can explore your creativity. So yeah, thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get on to the build. So today we are building a house in Windenburg, and this one is definitely a little bit on the smaller side. It's just for 2 Sims. So initially I wanted it to be for 2 parents and also either a baby, or so I would have made a nursery or a toddler or a tiny human, as I prefer to call them. So there would have been a small bedroom for a very tiny human, but the house is so small that I didn't really feel like I could fit one in, and I still wanted to make sure that they had like a proper living room setup and also a proper kitchen, a proper dining area at least, and also a nice bathroom. So no kids in this house, but I hope it's okay with you guys anyways. So it's basically just for a young couple, and I kind of had this idea in my mind of them that I felt like they had lived in Samashuno for a while, probably Spice District in one of the sucky TLC apartments, while saving up to be able to move somewhere else and then have a house built for them. So that's why it's quite small, but I feel like these 2 Sims are definitely very eco-minded, and therefore I've used a lot of eco lifestyle, like both the flooring and also the wallpaper throughout the house, and a few items here and there as well. Some of the chairs look like they're very like not handmade, what's it called? Like they could have made them themselves, basically, you know, that sort of thing. So that's just kind of the idea I had of these 2 Sims. And I know that it does take a lot to like be able to afford having your own house built. I'm fully aware, like I'm not delusional in that way, but in that way at least. But I just felt like it would be cool. Like it was kind of like a cool storyline for them, and things are a little bit different in The Sims as well. It doesn't take that much to earn money to like, I don't know, move into a bigger house and stuff. You could paint pictures all day for a couple of days and you're good to go. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do for them, and this is the outcome. It's highly inspired by a picture that I saw on Pinterest as well. I don't remember where the house was from or what the situation was there, but it was pretty cool. I did end up changing it up a little bit because I didn't really like the roofing that much, and I have no idea what it looked like at the back, like no clue whatsoever. They don't really have like a proper back garden either, and that is because I actually placed this on the island. I completely forgot that word for a second. Okay. I placed it on the island in Windenburg, and sometimes I feel like backyards just don't really make sense with these lots because they're kind of in the open. There are no paths to the houses either. Like you can't have a garage either, for example. That's why I never really put cars here either, because like you can't drive them anywhere. I know they're just for decor purposes in The Sims, you can't drive them anyways, but you guys know what I mean. Like it's an island, there are no roads, and the car kind of needs a road. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Sometimes I like to leave out backyards when it comes to the island basically. So yeah, but I hope you guys will like this house. It is a little bit different. It's not a tiny house, but it's definitely on the smaller side. I don't think it counts as a small house if you have tiny living. I don't think you're gonna get the benefits. You could try it, sure, but I've used like a lot of platforms on the exterior, which by the way, because I really wanted to make that platform bit at the front of the house, I felt like that was really cool. It looked cool on the picture that I saw, so I wanted to do it in The Sims, but it was really difficult to find. You probably saw me like struggle with it a little bit, but I was having difficulties finding windows that would fit with the platform, because suddenly like the platforms make the walls shorter. That's basically all they do. So they don't really like, they don't raise your house up, they just make the walls shorter and raise the floor basically. So I wanted the front bit of the house, the entry, like the entrance to the house, I wanted that to have like floor to ceiling windows. Is that what they're called in English? I think that's what they're called in Danish. Floor to ceiling windows. I wanted them to have that, but then because there was a platform, suddenly that was causing some issues and stuff, so I kind of covered it up with some landscaping. But if you spotted it, like, I'm sorry, I don't know what else to do. But I really wanted there to just be like windows at the front bit, so I just went with it. But if you move some of the plants, you can kind of see underneath the platform, so just be aware of that. It's nothing too annoying for me personally, but it might be annoying to someone else. I don't really know. I feel like I sound kind of stuffy today. Stuffed? Is that what you call it? When you have like a runny nose and stuff? So if I sound extra nasal or something like that, that will be why. It's you know, these months, it's always like that. Winter, it's cool, everything is fine. I actually went to IKEA with my dad today, so the stores in Denmark are mostly closed these days. They are still open for pickup, so if you buy anything online, you can still go pick it up at the store. Some of the stores will have to like go outside with the stuff. Some of the stores have like are open, like, so you can still get to the cashier or the register, like that's where you go and pick up your stuff. So we went to IKEA and they were closed. They had like a pickup point in a tent outside the store, which I thought was actually brilliant because it worked so well. They pre-packed your stuff before you got there, so you just had to go pick it up basically. They would be on those, like, you know, when you're at IKEA, you have these big trolleys sort of situations because you're carrying around, or not, you don't want to carry it around, that's why you have a trolley, but like the furniture, sometimes when it comes in the packages, it can be quite heavy, so you always have this like trolley looking thing. They basically packed all your stuff on the trolley, gave you the trolley, and then you could go back to your car. So we went there to pick up a display cabinet that I bought on the 1st of January, because that's literally the first thing I did in 2021. I bought a piece of furniture like a normal person, and it's gorgeous. We put it together here in my apartment. I'm so happy that I have it. I'm like, every time I open the door to go into my bed, or not my bedroom, it's not in my bedroom. Every time I go into the kitchen, dining room, living room, I don't know, common room, I just look at it because it's so gorgeous. I can't wait to put more stuff into it, and I am looking at plants to put on top of the cabinet as well. I just thought I would, I don't know, tell you guys because I'm really excited about it, and whenever I'm excited about something, I just need to talk about it. So that's the same with plants. That's why I keep talking about plants on my Instagram. It's because I love plants and they're super exciting to me. I can't actually wait for spring. Every time, like every day when I get up and walk into the common room, I look at my plants and I'm like, oh my gosh, spring is going to be amazing because these plants are going to grow like crazy, and I can't wait to see it happen, even though a couple of them are going to grow into trees. So I'm a little bit worried about that, but it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. So my plants are going to be a little bit big, but you know, it's okay. So yeah, I'm really excited about the display cabinet though. It's the little things nowadays, right? So one thing about this house and the interior is that while I tried to make everything look very, like I used a lot of the eco lifestyle, or not like necessarily a lot, but a few pieces here and there that I thought would make it look a little bit more eco-friendly. I also wanted to make sure that everything looked like it was high quality, because I feel like they've put so much money into their house. Obviously, it's not a mansion, so it's not cost like millions or whatever, but I feel like these two Sims are so environment oriented that they want to make sure that everything is high quality so that it'll last longer, just like you do with clothes. Like, you don't want to buy from certain brands that maybe are able to sell their clothes at like $2. Is that even possible? I don't, $2 a piece, $5 a piece, 10, I don't, whatever. You don't want to buy at those, like, you don't want to buy clothing from those brands. You want to stick to the ones that use proper materials and maybe cost a little bit more, because then you know the workers got paid properly as well, that sort of thing. So just with furniture instead, they kind of stuck to higher quality looking pieces, and then like a little bit of eco lifestyle here and there as well, because I really wanted it to have that eco vibe to it. I felt like the exterior kind of had an eco vibe to it. I don't really know why. I could have put some solar panels on the house. I completely forgot those existed until right now. But that happened. Anyways, but you can do that in game if you really want to, by the way. So they're from Eco Lifestyle, super easy to find, super easy to place on the roof. I just completely forgot it. Forgot they existed. It happens now and then. It's completely normal. I'm human. I make mistakes. I forget things, such as an outdoors trash can, but I'll make sure that's in the build before it's uploaded to the gallery and also on Patreon. Just so you know, I've noticed. Don't worry about it. But yeah, if you want there to be solar panels, maybe I'll place them on the roofing before I upload it. I don't really know, but if I don't, you can place them up there. That'll make it look extra kind of eco-ish. That made no eco-friendly-ish. Yes, that makes more sense. So anyways, here for the not really backyard, because it's literally just like a little terrace on the back or at the back of the house, I decided to give them a gigantic grill. I'm not sure how eco-friendly that is, but it's an awesome grill and I really wanted them to have it because they deserve it. And then I put some extra dining chairs outside because they only have 2 inside the house, and that means they can't really have like friends over to eat and stuff, so I felt like that was a little bit sad. So I wanted them to have an extra dining area, even though it's outside, so it's probably not the best during winter, because I'm pretty sure it snows a lot in Windenburg, but you know, it is what it is. So anyways, I hope you guys like this house. If you do, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And the tray files will be up on Patreon. That'll be linked to in the description as well. Thank you to Skillshare again for sponsoring today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!